all of a sudden we can't source anything for those projects in 21. Anything from TPO roofing has like a 1 year lead time to whatever, because
HVAC was a disaster then. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah,
such a
right.
mess. So we get those set of buildings built, and those are a bunch of Frankenstein buildings, right? I mean, there's weird parts on all of those buildings that got completed in 2021, right? I don't think there's anybody who built the building how they had planned it originally. Then we got into 2022, we kind of loaded the hopper bigger because we felt a little bit more comfortable, right? And then all of a sudden, Jerome Powell just pulls the rug out from under us. And, so we had at least a half a dozen projects that there was no margin by the time we were done. And, as fun as it is to do everything for free, it's really not that fun to do it for free, right? So got those cycled through. That took until mid 23, end of 23 to kind of get all those off the table, and had really good broker advisement through that time period. Guys like John Andrini who just, were in my ear and like, you got to clear the bad ones off and then keep going. Like, you've got to keep going. And so I was really fortunate, I think, to have some really good advisement of people that were giving me good direction. We got through that and thought about reloading the hopper. We started reloading the hopper, and then it was like supply chain crisis all over again. And I had two multi-tenant buildings that sat there fully completed, one for 6 months and the other one's for 8 months, just waiting for power. It wasn't until, we finally figured out that most of the power, is either coming out of the North Carolina facility closer to you, or it's coming out of Juarez. And so we started working backwards and figured out we knew multiple people attached to the manager at the Eaton facility in Juarez. And so we actually off book, paid through basically WhatsApp for a transformer. And I'm sure we just notched somebody else out of the way, and we got ours through the system, and they drove it over to the US and dropped it off, and we picked it up on a trailer and ran it to one of our buildings and juiced it up. And
Jesus.
but the stuff that we were going through every day was just like crisis, right? It was just like complete utter chaos. And I think we got through that. And I felt like I woke up at the end of 2024 and I was like, if I've survived to this moment, we're going to be fine, because I'm not really sure what else can come at you.